Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got...
Yeah. First off, my name Tobe, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the Southwest, eating fufu. And a hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped that all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broken, barely eat. I should've bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way, way, way up. Long ways from the days I evade valet stores. Couldn't pay nowadays. All the cake I make us is enough to buy about 100 trucks from Mercedes. I resage Chukwueze, then my babies. Label hippie trying to sway me. Pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me. I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership of drip, you can see me.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Here we go. 11.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this Steeler defense, and they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The Bengals at 6-4 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Burrow. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
A good pickup there at 22.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
And he slings one that's incomplete. Zero hesitation that time. He just got it and put it out in the right flat. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Well, you know how hard these quarterbacks nowadays work on just getting the ball in their hands and making a quick decision and throwing the football. Didn't work out in this case.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
11.
Now it's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
3rd and goal. Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Mixon with a first down carry. And some room to work. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Wan'Dale Robinson, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Throw left side complete. That's Warren. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the first quarter. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a fourth down coming up. Here's Presley Harvin now. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Returnable here for Davis. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bengals take over first and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they could already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
And the Bengals on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
11.
Now Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 75 yards receiving for him now. And it's a first down.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. This one complete to Yoshibats.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Yeah, his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Pickett completes this one out wide quickly. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Pickett with a quick throw out wide. Well, that's good for a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. First down, and they go back to Harris. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Harris. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 37-yard line.
Head to 60. Head to 60. Chop 60. Chop 60.
Now Pickett will look to pass it. That's swung out wide to Harris. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The man in motion left here, Johnson. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On second down, this is Harris. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Third and long for Pickett. And that will be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been... football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Here we go on fourth. Rudolph. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a turn and a give to Mixon. Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazee. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Well, here in this third quarter, the whole complexion of the ball game flips on a dime there, CD. This is back to a one-score game.
And sometimes when your offense is sputtering, you as a defensive unit have to take it upon yourselves to say, we've got to go out there, maybe take a few chances along the way, and see if we can generate some points ourselves. And lo and behold, they were able to deliver.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
11, Thomas. Dad.
Burrow now off the bootleg. Open man is Yoshivas. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
11, Thomas. Dad.
Here's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And here's another carry for Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Johnson goes in motion left. On 4th down, Rudolph. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Steelers trying, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. Down the right sideline. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
12.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The man in motion left here, Johnson. On 1st and 10, Rudolph. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Here we go.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Mixon will try the right side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
11 MT Tate. 11 MT Tate.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. 2nd down and 8. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 9 yards that time. A nice run there. He calls his own number, gets the first down, and then slides to a stop before he has to take any contact.
And that absolutely has to please this coaching staff because you know they've been drilling into his head. You're no good to us on the sidelines if you're not playing, right? If you have to be over here full-time with us, that doesn't work so well. We need you on the field, so sliding like that, they'll take that every time.
Here's Rudolph now on second down. Johnson's got it complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play. First down, Steelers.
Play action. It's Rudolph. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
11 MT, 11 MT.
On third down, Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Cincinnati, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's starting to